Hi everyone, and welcome to our Sunday presentation for English 10 and English 10 Honors. This is for the week October 11th through 14th, 2016. I'm Ronni Chern, Langley High School, and I hope you've had a wonderful four-day weekend celebrating Columbus Day and are really anxious to get back into our transition period from Faustus to Macbeth. Here we go. So we bid farewell to Faustus this week, and we do welcome Macbeth. And as we bid adieu to the tragedy of Dr. Faustus, hopefully some of you have done some fun Faustus presentations, everything from some visuals to cartoons to some animation, anything that will help us celebrate some of the key ideas of Faustus. And remember that the work of Christopher Marlowe is one that is currently even in our jargon, as a Faustian bargain is still words that we use today. Please make sure that you reflect on choices and decisions and deals as we begin this unit. We're also going to be considering the power of magic, which again was Dr. Faustus's downfall. We're going to look at some supernatural forces, some beliefs in fate and free will, things we've talked about previously. We are most importantly going to welcome Shakespeare's The Tragedy of Macbeth into our discussions. And we're going to think about classical tragic heroes and the elements of tragedy and modern heroes, and are they the same? Well, what's next? First, we say goodbye to Faustus, and many of you that have not yet finished your essay, particularly for period 7, need to do so. So please make sure that when we get to the computer lab today, we finish up and polish these wonderful essays. And those of you that have written your essay, hopefully you've said goodbye to Faustus and thought about this passage in which Faustus makes a deal, and a deal that's going to impact his life and which did impact his life. So goodbye, Faustus, and let's welcome Macbeth. How can conscience impact our actions, our thoughts, and our behaviors? Well, that's what Macbeth's going to help us think about. And echoing from Faustus, is man a master of his fate, or is he controlled by the stars? Quotes that obviously come from Julius Caesar. How can desire or ambition impact our choices? And again, saying goodbye to Faustus, we're going to see echoes of that in Macbeth. And then who are susceptible to manipulation, deception, supernatural forces? Why are they susceptible, and what are the outcomes of their choices? Let's welcome Macbeth this week. We're going to see some witches. We're going to see he's on a horse. This is a man who's been a great general, a great soldier. As you can see, he's won a battle. He's with his wonderful friend Banquo. And it's the meeting of these three witches that seems to have a great impact on his life. So once again, a chance occurrence, or was it fate? Our agenda for this week, well, we're going to meet English 10 Honors Tuesday and Thursday, and our Standard English on Wednesday and Friday. Both classes are going to be doing some journal writings dealing with some of the issues we just noted. We will be having some grammar lessons. The honors students will be having the active and passive voice discussions, and our standard students are going to be talking about grammar bites for English 10. We will be introducing the play Macbeth and talking about Shakespeare's language and focusing on the vocabulary from the play. So we're going to say not only what does Macbeth say, but some of the words that you may not know as well. We will be reading and acting out Macbeth Act 1, and there will be a quiz on Act 1 on Thursday for the English 10 Honor students, and on Friday for the English 10 students. So what's the key idea that's going to run through our first week of the discussion of Macbeth? It's going to be fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through fog and filthy air. Look at all those F sounds. The most important question is, how can something that is fair be foul? And how is something that is foul seem to be fair? Is it possible? So how can you prepare for the week? Well, there are discussion questions posted on Blackboard on Macbeth, which you will be given copies of. There will be vocabulary words again listed on Blackboard, and we're going to review those and make sure you know many of these words, from Act 1 especially. We're going to be looking at some clips of Macbeth to see what it's about. So there on Blackboard there are some links to various versions of Macbeth. We're going to be reviewing active and passive voice for English 10 Honors on Blackboard, and we're going to be reviewing grammar bites, presentation number 3 for our English 10 students, also on Blackboard. So what are the big questions that are going to be guiding us as we continue reading and talking about this wonderful study of Shakespeare's work? Well, How are Dr. Faustus and Macbeth alike or different? Characters in literature, characters in life. We're going to reflect on ambition, choices, and the consequences of these choices. And we're going to ask ourselves, how does ambition impact our lives? But what are the other factors as well? So hopefully you're going to have a great week, and always think about Macbeth and ask your friends who are in theater, what are the words you're not allowed to say when you talk about Macbeth? See you soon.